They have released the dog. I'm Lil Rick the gamer, do 100% gamer, bro. If no one else working hard, I would do it for the gamer. Can't contain my flow. I need to play a game for sure. Maybe RTS, RPG, or maybe even MMO.
Howdy, and welcome back to another video for Lord of Heroes. Now I need you to hit those like and subscribe buttons as I post content daily, people. Link to our Discord where we talk about this game and other games we play will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel so you can see more of this Lord of Heroes action. Let's get it. Alright, so today we're going to talk about some things. We're going to kick off our first series for Lord of Heroes, talking about not only the gears, not only the classes, but each hero specifically. We're going to kick it off with everybody's favorite water healer, Vanessa. You might have heard a million times over and over early to save up 6,000 gems and buy Vanessa. I personally think you shouldn't do it, but as of late and a lot of playing on the main and the alternate account, I'm kind of like half and half on my opinion with that. I don't think it's a bad thing to do. It's a slower progression for easier boss fights versus you have more gear, and if you invest greatly in your gear and do your resource management better and go for the blue Charlotte instead, you might still have trouble with certain boss fights, but at the end of the day you still will pass everything just in the same, just faster. But besides all of that, we're going to talk about specifically right now the cleric class, which Vanessa falls into. This little cleric symbol right here. And we're going to go to the specific gear for clerics, the recovery set, which is a 4 set, meaning you need 4 recovery pieces no matter which one they come in. We only have the gloves for her, but no matter which one of these slots they come in, long as you have 4 of them, you're going to get the recovery set bonus, which says heals the ally with the least health by 15% at the start of one's turn. So that is going to be really great if you have that set and you can get those bonuses and you can be able to do all of that good stuff in regards to being able to keep your team alive. The heals, I say, the heals. Realizing this piece of gear would be good on someone else. We're going to talk a little bit about how you going to build her per se, and there's a variety of ways you can go about building her. And the first thing that you look at when you're building your heroes are their skills. Their skills is going to tell you everything you need to know in regards of should you try to build it this way or should you try to build it another way. Only in those aspects, but not in total of what all you need to do. We have our first skill that says, which is Melody of Passion. She has some really good tunes too. Which says, attacks the selected enemy, heals the user proportionate to the damage dealt. So pretty much if you dish out decent damage, she's going to get some pretty small heal, but it's a heal for herself, which kind of help her sustain herself a little bit better in battle, which is a good thing. Then we have Melody of Salvation, her second tune she plays, which is heal all allies heal all allies and amount proportional to the user's attack power, grants all allies a drain buff for, I think it's like 2 turns or something like that, 1 turn. That drains the enemy, because that's a typo, that drains the enemy's health when attacking. But yeah, that drain buff is pretty good, so everybody has pretty much a heal on their next attack for the most part. But the heal is proportionate to her attack power, so it's saying that you would like to have attack power for this heal to be strong. Alright, so we're going to keep that in mind. Burst skill, Battleground Symphony. Love this song. Love this melody. revives all allies, and restores their health proportionate to the user's defense. Now, this is a heal based off of her defense. So now we got her first attack that requires you to have attack, her second skill, which requires you to have an attack for her heal, and her burst requiring you to have defense for her heal. Now, the passives really don't mean for anything in regards to exactly how you're gonna build. Well, at least not to the full extremities. They do kind of hint towards a little bit of something, especially this one saying increasing the attack power, so it's making her stronger so she can have a stronger heal, do more damage, and be able to heal herself as well as the team a little more. So the attack power is definitely a significant part of her kit. Now we're going to look at the build that I have on her, and then I'm going to explain a few different ways that you can build her for different variations and maximum efficiency to some extent there. Maybe not the efficiency part. So we got HP here, we got defense there, attack here, speed there, and speed here. Alright, so when you're starting off in the early game, you're not going to have the stats to meet the requirements for percent, so you're going to be looking for flat stats for your main stats involving attack, defense, and HP. So until you hit about 790, maybe a little over 800 attack, percent is not important. Somewhere probably about 5,500, maybe a little higher, closer to 6,000. Percent is not going to be important for HP, and then somewhere above 600, 625 range or something like that, defense percent is not going to be important. So she's underneath all of those. So granted, if we could have flat on all of our stats, we will go for it. If not, we're going to take whatever the game gives us that is the best. Whatever the game gives us that is the best. Another one, DJ Khaled. Whatever the game gives us the best, you're going to take that. I feel like I have to say it like that because some people just don't understand, or they're just not watching my content, and I see a lot of questions get asked that I answer in these videos on Discord. So yeah, I'm talking to you people. Pay attention. Alright, you know you need attack, you know you need defense, but you're like, why, gamer? Why do you got HP on her? What you need HP for? For survival purposes. In every single gacha game known to man, at least that I have played, when it comes to building your supports, you want to be fast and tanky. Attack healers are horrible for early game progression in most of these games. Why? Because it's hard to hit the stat requirements you need to be able to keep them tanky and have enough attack for the heals to be sufficient. Alright. With that being said, you have to mix it up. Good thing she has a decent based attack, so you're able to get a nice amount of attack. So generally in your substats, you're going to be looking for some of those same stats as well, as far as HP, speeds, defense, attack, and as well as resistance. You want resistance because you just don't want her to be debuffed. You want her to stay alive. The worst thing that can happen is for the person that's going to keep everybody else alive, because if somebody else dies, she can revive them. She can't revive herself. So if she dies, there's a problem. So death breaks, stuns, just anything that can impair her capability. An attack break that hinders her heals. Anything that can impair her ability is horrible. Mine has a lot of debuff rate, but that's unfortunate, and we wish we had more resistance in that regard. She's not on the most optimal build, but it is the best that I have right now. Later game, what you're going to be looking for is to get most of your tankiness in subs. So I would even go as further as to 2 attack percents and 2 attack percent. Just say like you're maxed out 6-star fully ascended and all of that good stuff. I will say 2 attack percents, 2 defense percents, and all of your HP is in substats. And then your extra attacks and all of that stuff and speeds. All of that is in substats. That will be the greatest build ever. And you'll be on 2 speeds with great resistance subs and all of that stuff too. So you can be at the most max of them all as possible. But for your 4 main, you're going to mix it up and get as whatever you can. If you can get 2 defenses, 2 attacks, and an HP on there, that's fine. Whatever that's going to keep her alive, whether you have cause what's mine again? We have an HP. I think we have HP defense. What's this? 2 defenses or in an attack? We have attack, and then 2 attacks, and then defense and HP. So that's fine. Whether it was 2 defenses, attack, and HP, that's fine. I'll probably will go with the 1 HP just because you definitely want to be able to have as much defense and attack as possible. I wouldn't put more than 1 HP in that aspect. You can do that, but defense scales a lot better in this game, and I've said it a million times before. You can have 30k HP, no defense, get one-shotted, and you can have 1,000 defense, hardly any HP, and tank a whole hit. So it's like defense scales higher, so 1 HP will be great for her in that aspect. Now, as far as speed goes, as far as the Water and Vanessa go, she could go before your team or she could go after your team. It's just long as she is faster. And I'm scaling everything to the final boss in the game because that is the most important fight in the game. And everything else is kind of insignificant and weaker, even though there are some hurdles that you have to get past in order to get to that point. But long as she is faster than that boss and is tanky enough to take a hit or 2 from him, that is going to be important. I usually like to hit around the range of 650 defense total and about 6 or 7k HP in total. As far as her attack goes, personally, I don't have a set number for that, but long as you just have it decently high. I mean, more than plus 100, somewhere probably about the plus 200 range is going to be really good to be about for her in that for that matter. And that's pretty much the Water Vanessa, the cleric build for her in a nutshell. I'm sure there's probably some other things that I might have failed to mention that I can say, but as we go on with the series, we're just going to improve and talk about things more and all of that. I hope this has been beneficial to a lot of you guys out there and you have learned something new. And if you did, make sure you smash that like button. Link to our Discord where we talk about this game and other games that we play will be in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment below. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe because I'm putting out heat, people. I'm putting out that fire! And you don't want to miss a beat, so turn those post notifications on so you can be the first to see my content when it goes live. And this is your host, Gamer Dude 2088, and I will see you next time. And I'm out. Deuces.